Hi, Soul Family. This is Sherry. I'm looking for some answers myself tonight, so I'm going to do a reading for us, and I'll give you your items to choose from. I'm going to. You can either choose the items or you can choose them by element. Okay? First item, or air element. Second item, or fire element. Third item, or water element. Looks like a big water droplet. Fourth item, earth element. Okay? All right. I'm just going to get myself a message. I'll let you guys get a message too. On the block is U2JS Fox Wolf. So working with earth elements, it's about stability, it's about working hard, it's about being down to earth, nurturing, steady. All right, what's the most important message to come from this block? Which should be focused upon? You. Focus on you. Works for me. All right. So I want to work with the Colette Baron Reid's Enchanted Map. I actually had 2 decks. I was on my way up to Idlewild today to, I wanted to stop by my dad's first and talk to him about what he felt about these little tiny homes that I was looking at. And I was going to head up and meet my new friends who were playing in the Idlewild Strong benefit. But I ended up hanging out with my dad until like 8:30 tonight, and we went round and around and around the way we always do. It's funny. We started with one, made a complete choice about the direction that would be best for me to go, and then we went completely in a different direction and ended up saying don't do anything. And yet, I don't know. I wanted my dad's opinion. I wanted his advice, and it makes sense. But I also know that the universe is very abundant, and move stuff out of the way. I'm working with 2 decks, so I want to see for myself. Song right now, jealousy, jealousy. I let jealousy get the best of me. I know that I frustrate. I always make the same mistakes. I'm bad in love. That's a poor excuse, right? Always make the same mistakes. Yeah, well then stop making them. Correct neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the air elements, using your intellect, your thoughts, you would think of anything to do with your words, your speech, your thinking process. You want to think about who that is. Air's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, water, emotions, feelings, nurturing, sensitivity. Okay, first message. This is for air. Fire. Obviously, the water is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Fire is passion, drive, ambition, aggression, forward movement. This is air. And earth, but we already did earth, didn't we? Okay. Correct for neutrality on all levels. I've got my eyes closed as I'm doing this. I'm sitting here in my little leopard nightie. It's time to go to sleep, but I'm better when I read for the collective. And as I said, I always get a message for myself, and I take what messages I get in my readings very seriously. Today, when I came, actually right before I went to go see my dad, I watched as I caught it quickly. I was standing at the sink, and I looked up, and a falcon flew by the window. It's not often that I see a falcon here. It was a little one. It looked like my little one that I called the kitty hawk. It looked like my Kes why can I never say the name? Kessler, okay, hold on. Falcon. I can never, Kestrel totem. And it was being chased by 3 barn swallows. Barn swallows are the harbingers of hope, and they were dive bombing the falcon. The falcon, there's a message I got about the falcon. The falcon is trained to return to someone. So it's a codependent kind of situation as well. And to me, the harbingers of hope, 3, stands full circle completion, stands for ascended masters. We're on the tail of that falcon who may be returning with information or be returning back to the same old scene of the crime I just heard. And the harbingers of hope said no. Okay, we got our cards. That's what I got from what I watched. And I don't know why it's always such a blank for me. I just said it and I can't. Why can't I remember the name of that freaking falcon? It's like I've got a block with this thing. That means something that I can never remember. I remember what's important to me. I'd never forget. But why can I never remember that falcon? There's a reason I can never remember the name of that falcon. I think because it's trained. It's like a trained dog. It doesn't have a mind of its own. It's trained to go home. It's like a homing pigeon. I don't know. Falcon. I'm going to try it again. I just had it and then it was gone, right? Kestrel falcon. Good Lord, love us. Kestrel totem. Okay. So the Kestrel song right now, Bad Romance. I find that interesting, considering the person just said, I'm bad at love, right? Ignorance is no excuse. You already know what's wrong, so deal with it. So it's not the smallest member. That's a fallacy. That's one thing they say about them. The Kestrel is very accurate. They dive at the most opportune moment. They wait patiently for the right time to strike. They are a symbol of vigilance, of staying alert, protecting what is yours. They lose when they go toe-to-toe with their prey because they're so small. So they end confrontation quickly. So they run away. They take off. And the message is about stepping back from your issues and considering the large picture. Song right now, Bad Romance. You and I could write a bad romance, but you're so hung up on revenge. I don't want to be your friend. I want this. This all comes up for a reason. Obviously, it's going to come up in the reading, so we'll see. So when you're expecting a situation where you are going to be expected to act quickly, you call upon the Kestrel. If you feel like you're at a disadvantage, they have strategic thinking, and so if you're experiencing a time in your life when your emotions are all stopped up and it's affecting your flow of your chi in a negative way, it helps you see that your emotions are not what's supposed to rule your life. Sometimes you got to retreat to a safe place of logic, away from the over-analyzing, drama, and making more out of something than need be, or over-analyzing to the point where you never even move forward, right? Which is kind of what my dad and I did. We went around and around and around. We ended up going nowhere in the end. It was decided not to do anything. And yet I'm thinking, is that really the moment that it felt easier to not go forward? It felt safer to not go forward. Because we can't live in the future. We can only live in the moment now. We can't think about, well, next year the space rent's going to go up higher, and then the year after that it's going to go up higher, and pretty soon you're going to be paying this. Well, we're not talking about then, we're talking about now. So they're overanalyzers. They have a philosophical outlook, and they're always trying to understand how things work. And they generally succeed. They can get disconnected from their surroundings, and they don't always make good leaders. Because why? Because they're not moving forward. They make excellent advisors, but not good leaders. I find that ironic. I don't necessarily want an advisor that can't lead me, or can't do it themselves, right? So all falcons are speaking about being mindful and aware and being vigilant, and obviously keen eyesight, remarkable speed. They are a messenger. They also carry a message to spirit from us. So the Kestrel asks us to be open-minded, to work on our balance and our integrity, be remaining focused, and use the abilities that we have to achieve the goals that we have in mind quickly, efficiently. When the Kestrel appears, you need to start living life more vibrantly, more carefree, enjoying things, enjoying people, enjoying opportunities, and taking advantage of the opportunities as they present. Sometimes you need to retreat and regroup, and sometimes it's beneficial to advance head on. But you can't keep doing that constantly. You have to step back and realign and regroup. The falcons are generally the symbol of military success and victory. So though the Kestrel is very small, it shouldn't be underestimated. It's got a lot going for them. So there's negativity and then there's positivity. So it's finding the balance, right? They're really super cute. They are capable. Swiftness of mind, the ability to see an opportunity and grab it. But then what happens if your mind goes into overwork? So we're going to start with those who chose the air element or the dove. Okay, let me choose my items. What do I choose? God. Okay, I choose the block apparently because I heard it. And then I chose the wand. Okay, those are my main, but they're all going to be a message. So we start with air, and we got it. How funny is this? We got it in the reverse, and we got the thinker. So what's going on? Are you over-analyzing? Going over and over and over and over and over and over until you, like my dad and I were doing, right? We did. We went over and over. You see this person sitting here. The number is 44, which comes to 8, which goes back down to 2. 44. 4s are angels working with us. We're not alone. This one sits alone on those building blocks. So it could have something to do with what is it that you're building towards? Is this building blocks towards your future? In your business? What is it? We got it in the reverse. So I would say here, sit down and think about it, right? If you got it in the upright. But in the reverse, it's like overwhelm, overload. It could be that I just heard you need a time out. You need a time out. You need a time out. Think. We have the falcon. You're capable of thinking. Sit down. and think. What is your plan? What is your strategy? What can you come up with? Which steps do you need to take to get to where you're going? You can't just sit the whole time. You're supposed to pull back and think about it. Put it out in front of you. Write the pros and cons list. My dad and I did that today, right? We said this is this, that is that. We had the negative, we had the positives. What are the steps that you need to take to first? First of all, what do you want? What are you going to tell the universe that you want? What are you looking for? What are you serious about? Because if I focus my attention on that, energy goes where attention flows. You're going to have the results based on what you believe and what you focus on. You need to manifest. The song, what I'm hearing is, I've been having dreams. I've been having dreams. What are you dreaming about? Spirit works with us. We are co-creators with the divine. My father is a businessman. He's a smart man. But he's not a spiritual thinker like I am. So I wanted his advice. I wanted to talk to him. I respect his opinion and his knowledge. But my dad wants me to be safe. I've never made decisions about being safe. Based on being safe. You know, playing it safe, it's not what I do. So our partner to be strategic with is spirit. So whatever this is in regards to for you, love, relationship, work, anything, we will be triumphant. The falcon is a bird of victory. And we are meant to endure and persevere. So get clear on what it is that you want. Write down your lists, the pros and cons. What steps would I need to take in order to manifest this? What would I need? And what different ways can Spirit help me get there? Okay? Interesting, because I didn't choose this, but I told you they're all going to be messages for me as well. I take them all. For those who chose water, Soulmates. It's unmistakable. I met a soulmate this weekend. I know that I did. It was really incredible. We can have soulmates that are workmates, people that, family can be soulmates, friends. It's a karmic connection. It's an instant recognition. I met somebody this weekend and he caught my eye, I caught his eye. I don't know who looked at who first, but the recognition was there. And there were no words spoken for a while, and then there was. And it was instant comfort. I felt instantly comfortable with this person. And we talked for quite a while, and my message at first to him, it was not about that. To me it was like, I know you. And so it bothered me because I tried to figure out where I knew this person from. I'm good with faces. And I said, do we know one another? And he's like, I'm not sure. And he says, I could have done some work for you. And I said, what do you do? And he told me, and I'm like, no. I said, I'm just good with faces, and I feel like I know you. But that's the feeling you get when you connect with a soulmate. It's a past life connection. You instantly feel comfortable with them. You instantly have that feeling, and the feeling that you've known them before. So this coming up in the upright is talking about all the different people that you connect with, certain people that enter your life. They help you. They help you deal with whatever you're working on at that moment. Maybe they came into I went to a place I was by myself. I went to dinner and I'm always by myself. And I said, I want friends. I miss having friends. I miss being out and being sociable. So this person came into my life that night to be friendly and was very nice. And we had a good time. And sometimes people are there just for the night. Sometimes they're there for longer. But you're meant to connect with these people for different reasons. For healing, to bring something to mind, like, hey, you know what? That guy's clearly way younger than you, but very attracted to you. You got it going on. Maybe you needed to hear that. Maybe you needed to feel that. Maybe it just felt really good to be comfortable with somebody and laugh and not have to There was no pretentiousness. There was no plan of action. There was nothing. It was just comfortable. It just felt comfortable. It was easy. No one had to try. And I could be friends with this person easily. It felt authentic. And maybe that's what needed to happen, you know, to show you. Because sometimes we get jaded. I told him, I'm not engaged. I'm not here having a conversation with you and I'm engaged, but I wear this ring to keep people off my ass. He goes, I get it. But, you know, something was meant to happen in this for me. So for you, these people, for all of us, you know a soulmate when you connect with them. You have a strong pull, drawing towards them or them to you. Or you don't like them. They can do the opposite too. They can push your buttons instantly and you don't like that person. There's a connection in that too. There's something that needs to be learned, right? You can be friends. I said to him, isn't it fun to be friends, instant friends just for the night? You know, sometimes that's all it is. A short time. No matter what it is, it does something for you. It changes something about you. So basically the message is pay attention to these people that come into your life. They're there for a reason. They're gifts. It was a gift to me. So you think about soulmates and how they affect your life, positive and negatively. Sometimes they break your heart open. They make you face things that you never thought you'd have to look at. Sometimes things need to be broken in order for the light to get in. Sometimes something needs to break in order to be rebuilt stronger in a more positive way. They make you become who you were meant to be. We have animal companions that are soulmates. My little animals, absolutely. They're not just animals, they're my friends. They rescued me and I rescued them. There's a song, Will You Rescue Me? When I'm down, let's hear the words. Will you rescue me? Listen to this. Will you rescue me? One Republic. No, I don't want this song. Will you rescue me lyrics? Would you rescue me? Would you get my back? Would you take my call when I start to crack? Would you rescue me? Would you rescue me when I'm all by myself, when I need your love, if I need your help? Would you rescue me? We don't talk much, not anymore. Broken bottles, slamming doors, but we still care about each other. Say we care about each other. I know life took us far away, but I still dream about those good old days when we took care of each other. We were living for each other, but I still start to wonder, if I'm slipping under, would you rescue me? Would you get my back? Would you take my call? When I start to crack, would you rescue me? Goes on and on. Yes, I miss all the times we had. Can't forget what you can't get back. And you can't find it in another. Man, time it ain't your lover. I don't care what you thought before. I'll be here anytime you call. Don't you ever call another. There's no need to call another. I start to wonder, if I'm slipping under, would you rescue me? So this person is saying, I would be there for you. Would you be there for me? But were you? Friends, animals, who's being rescued and who's being healed? Probably both of you. So Spirit's asking us to pay attention to these soulmates in our lives, the ones that show up, that feeling of familiarity. They're coming to help guide you to the truth of who you are. So in other words, as far as business associates or connections, just knowing the right people at the right time to help support what it is that you're trying to bring about. This is about mentors, business partners, creative partners, friends, people that you meet that open up doors exactly at the right time that you need. so that you can step through, work together, commit to something, create something together. Spirit says this is what you've been waiting for. So this is interesting. How does the soulmate card apply for you? There's deep love here as well. He holds the key. He says, I'm holding the key. I have the key to your heart. Or does she say that? One is leaning on the other. So for those who chose the fire wand, and I did, round and round. Isn't that funny? Isn't that what I said that my dad and I did? We started talking about what we were going to do, and we went round and round and round for hours. Sometimes it feels like we just keep going round and around in circles and we never get freaking anywhere. But if you look at this in all reality, you're not really going round and around. You're spiraling up. But you're going round and around because maybe something hasn't been learned. Do you keep getting back to the same spot? You're really not in the same spot. You're spiraling. You're not spiraling down in this case. You're spiraling up or out. This is about learning something. This is about, if you come back around to the same spot, there's something you need to look at. Perhaps you need to break something. Have you gone backwards? Do you feel like I'm still in the same spot as I was before? But in all reality, you're not. So maybe you're coming back around to look at something that needs to be done differently, needs to be done better, needs to be let go of. You can come back to this place and you can say, okay, I was here a year ago. What's changed since then? How do I feel differently since then? If in relationship, you're like, how do we end up here again? Why does this feel like I keep doing the same thing again and again? Why do I keep picking the same guy with a different face, the same girl with a different face? It's too familiar. So it's karmic patterns coming back around, something that needs to be addressed. So this person you're drawing towards you for a reason. You might be coming back around again. I'm finding myself coming back full circle. I was once there. I went on my way, but I've circled back around, and here we are again. I can't get you out of my head. Would you rescue me? Would you have my back? This person's come back around, right? Circle back to that familiar place. Hopefully having learned. So now that I've gone around and I'm back, am I going to do things differently than I did before? Am I going to choose to behave authentically and stand in my truth and integrity? This isn't about casting blame or shade on anyone. It's about where were we? Where are we now? What have we learned, and what are we going to do about it? So as far as prosperity, have you been in this place before? In your work life, in your business? Is there something now that you can see that maybe you didn't see the last time? What can you do differently this time, now that you are aware of how it played out before? Spirit says this is the perfect time to look. Look into what is motivating you. Look into the opportunities and the people that are stepping into your life. Who's helping you? Who's sabotaging you? What are the signposts that you saw before? Are you seeing them again? Is there somebody that maybe you need to ask for help from to help you see something you might be missing or see it from a different perspective? If you need help with a private reading, I'm a life coach. My website is www.theangelswhisper.com. My name is Sherry Columbus. SherryColumbus@yahoo.com is my email address. This is what I do. I work with Spirit to find the answers to these questions. If I can help you, I would be honored. So, a life coach, a mentor, someone who can maybe help you see what you're not seeing. That's why I do these readings, right? I'm trying to get answers too. So then I just allow. And then I'm picking up what Spirit's showing him. So what worked for you, keep doing it. And what didn't work for you, don't. What's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing again and again, expecting a different result. Let go of the old cycles and stop going around in circles. Let go of the old cycles and stop going around in circles. For those who chose the earth element or the block, you're in between worlds. You're leaving one dreary, look at that, you're leaving the dreary gray for a more colorful beginning. You're stepping in, but you're still in one area of your life while moving forward into the next. 3, coming full circle, completion. The Ascended Masters, perhaps someone that you know in spirit, is working with you. My mom showed up when I was talking to my dad. I got an email on Facebook, and it was my mom. My mom's been dead for 11 years. But whenever she wants to send me a message, the last conversation that we have, the last word was yes. And all of a sudden I get a message and I look and it's my mom. When you get the messages, they clear. When they're highlighted again, it's a new message. I got a message from my mom. And I said to my dad was telling me what had happened for him. He met somebody, he wasn't looking, he met somebody. Like I met that person. They clicked. He said, I want a friend. I want somebody. I missed having someone to share my thoughts with and someone to laugh with and have fun and be attracted to and to hold, and on it went. But he wasn't looking, and there she was. And so I said, that's so cool, Dad. And he was talking about the addition. He's been working on his place, and I said, I want that too. And I'm going to have that. And right then I got a message from my mom. Yes, you are. So this is about transition time. I'm not quite out of this, and yet I am moving into this. I'm more into the future than I am into the past. I've got a foot into it. My whole body's leaning into it. I've just got my ass in the end. So it's time. It's like, don't let the screen door slam you on the way out, right? So you're not quite out of that situation, but you're starting to engage into a different one. You could not quite know where you're walking. Not quite sure what's going to happen here. But you definitely have to let go in order to you can't hold on and grab. So don't assume what's about to happen because you're not quite sure about what's going to happen. You can't really truthfully see what's coming. You can try to gauge, but you kind of have to just trust as well and allow. When I called the fellow to make the offer on the place, I had a thought in my mind, and my dad said, offer him this. And I thought, they're not going to go that low. And then I thought, no, I should offer this. But the man answered the phone. They were asking 54.5, and my dad said, offer him 50. Of course, they went back and forth, and they accepted my offer. And I said instantly to my dad, I knew I should have said lower. They jumped at it. I should have said 47. But I didn't know. So it's about trusting the process. What you have been through recently, you've learned something, but you're done learning that. You don't need to learn that lesson again or those lessons again. Whatever it is, it's going to be. You're not going to change it. But you have to say, I don't really know, because you don't really know. So there's nothing wrong with saying, I'm not quite sure about what's happening. Because the universe is working with us, right? All you have to know is, as my dad and I sat there talking, I said, I'm not going to worry about finances because I know what I give and what I've given out is going to come back to me. It's the law. I can't give without getting back. I have to stay in a state of receptivity, though, as well, and expect for that to happen. Hell, I threw a boomerang, it's going to come back, right? Money comes, money goes. You put so much into something, it's going to come back. You sow, you're going to reap a harvest. So allow spirit to get involved in the matrix. They know what our desires are, what our feelings and beliefs are on certain things, and they know that sometimes we get stuck. But those seeds that we planted, they have taken root. Sometimes what comes up isn't exactly what we thought. I thought I planted this, but what came from that was something different. So we want to be expectant and excited and looking forward. Don't have a complete laid out plan about what it's going to be, because we don't really know. Just know that the universe knows more than we do. And we are co-creators with the divine, and they like to help surprises come to be. So in relationship messages, it's about allowing yourself to get to know another, explore, be excited, be intrigued, be curious about the energy between you. You don't know what's going to be. It's about discovering. We don't want to know everything. Life would be boring if we had no surprises and no curiosity. What is it that you need? What is it that you don't like? What is it that you do like? This is a very critical phase in relationship issues. And you don't want to rush it, and you don't want to ignore it. You want to pay attention to it, and you want to feel your way through. Feel your way. I think about Sandy and Danny from Greece, how she was always they met, they were their authentic, truthful selves. They really were. And then they went back to school, and he had to be a big badass around his friends. And she looked like this little goody-goody, and she met this group of girls and said, hey, you know what? Show them the other side of you. Song right now, there's a side of you I never knew. All the things that you said, they were never true. And the games that you played, and you always would. I set fire to the rain. But this, they said, show him a side of you that he hasn't seen. So she dressed up like he did, and she acted like he did, and she kind of pushed him around, and he liked it. But it's kind of like, you know what? That's not who you fell in love with. You fell in love with my truthful, authentic self. Feel your way. What does it feel like? It's not about what your friends think. It's not about what your dad thinks. How do you feel about it? What does it make you feel like? In everything. Business, relationships, property purchases. Spirit wants you to stay curious. You've got skill. You've got talent. It's all about the right timing. Speaking to the right banker, somebody could say yes, another could say no, right? Yeah, I'll give you the loan. You might get an opportunity that you never believed you would get. So those are the 4 cards. I'm going to ask for 4 messages from the winged messengers. I love these cards. It's 11:50 right now, 11:50 p.m. I'm doing a reading. You'll get this tomorrow. Correct for neutrality. I don't do time stamping timestamps for when the cards come out, but it's whenever you get these messages is when they are going to apply to you. They don't run out. You get guidance from spirit when you're meant to get it. So if you watch this reading in 3 months or in 2 years, you'd get the message you need. Oftentimes, I will have a reading pop up from a year or 2 before on Facebook, and it will be highlighting, because what we've done is we've come back, circled back around, highlighting what's going on exactly right now, and yet now I'm aware, whereas I wasn't really aware. I like to do that. I like to go back every once in a while and listen to the readings, and dang, they're always apropos. Life is cyclical. For those who chose the air element or the dove, the rooster, this deck, I just read you the message. I like it that way because I couldn't do it better myself. Well, I might be able to, but I like what they've done. So, for rooster, I am rooster, the rising sun and the break of day. I am vitality. I am sexuality. I am the eternal matrix of fertility. I am the time to act and the need to use force in creation. I am fire and momentum. While the feminine nurtures all things created, I am the force that shapes the created. I will guide it. I will give it life. I will mold its most useful form into place. Now is not the time to tend to worn out things, but to light the fire of new life. While you can acknowledge those times of stillness and acceptance, I assure you that this is not the time. I am Creator God, wielding the power of seed and continuity. I am the domain of reproductive potency. Unleash potential and start making things happen. I will give you the new dawn you seek. You are eternal potency. You are conception. You are dawn's triumphant herald. You are rooster. I love these cards because they give you, see, this is what you were doing. You were thinking about it. And Spirit says, go for it. It's time for the new. I'll help you make this happen. So now let's go to Soulmates. For those who chose the water elements, song right now, you could be the sunflower. I know you're scared to be alone. You don't want to be alone. I know I always come and go, but it's out of my control. My dad and I talked about that today, about relationships. And I said, I have no interest in starting a relationship with somebody who is so addicted to his work that I never see him. My work is very important. Your work is not more important than me. And if it is to you, then there's no need for this to be. Right? For those who chose the air element, the water element, sorry. Swallow. Told you I saw that little falcon being dive bombed by the 3 barn swallows, and it opened right up to it, so that's confirmation as well. This is a beautiful card. If I wrote you a symphony just to say how much you mean to me, if I told you you were beautiful, would you date me on the regular? What would you do? Baby, I've been around the world, but I ain't seen myself another girl like you. This ring here represents my heart. But there's just one thing I need from you. So he knows what he wants, but he wants to know from her. So, Soulmates, water element, swallow. I am Swallow, the direction changer. I am the swiftness of every great move. I am the exploration of new angles. I am the bold agility you need to catch what is yours. I am the adaptability required for new experiences. What you seek eludes you, and I am here to help you find out why. Step outside of yourself and take a longer look. You may have missed a shortcut or have taken one by mistake. I am the hope of new pathways. I am the right place at the right time. I am the most efficient use of skill. You are encountering choice and the magnitude of its potential. Sometimes the best decisions require the least reflection. I am the spontaneity of a single fleeting moment where everything can change. I am the determination to cross difficult terrain. Trust your intuition. You are the energy of higher perspective. You are the power to outmaneuver. You are pure instinct. You are Swallow. Now I find this intriguing because the falcon is supposed to be that quick thinker, focused and able to endure and the symbol of victory. And yet what did I tell you I saw? That falcon was running from 3 swallows. The swallows are the ones that came forward. The swallows are the one that chased that one off, that one that was trained to keep going back to the same old thing. The swallows are saying they are pure instinct. They are determination. They are there to cause the change to occur. This is awesome. Love this message. For those who chose the fire wand, fire signs, fire elements, correct for neutrality. For those who chose the fire elements, correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the fire elements. Parrot. Parrot is definitely about being seen and about being heard and about standing out. When I went to look at the tiny homes yesterday, I met these people, as I said. I went to get something to eat, and I thought, I'm just going to go in and sit down at a restaurant and get myself something to eat. And they had karaoke going. And I thought, I'm gonna put my name down. I'm gonna sing a song. And I didn't expect. I got my dinner. It just came, and they called me up, and I freaking belted it out. It was awesome. I'm not thumping my back, but yes, I am. I killed it, man. It was amazing. It really came out really well. I was quite pleased. That's when that person noticed me. I completely butchered the next song. I forgot the words. Actually, I didn't know the words. I chose the song, and I chose the wrong song, so it was pretty funny. But I was seen and I was heard, and it was fun. It was fun to be noticed. It was fun to let my voice be heard. And the people were awesome. They were friendly. It was a great place to be. It was all in all a really great moment. And clearly because I didn't have any fear and I stood up and I did that, that's when I attracted the attention of that person that I connected with, because I was just living in the moment and being fun, right? So here, I am Peacock. Peacock. I am Parrot. I am Parrot. The fierceness of color and the flash of life. I am the climax of magical color and the blending of light and shadow. I am the bridge of communication. I will mimic you, teaching you the proper use of integration and expression. I am the power of words and the effect of speech. I can learn your voice with as much ease as you can learn mine. Words are portals in time, framing the evolution of verbal magic. There are no barriers except those created by humanity. We are all different colors of the same spectrum. This may be a time to clear your throat and let your voice sing out. It's what I did, man. I worked on my throat chakra. I told you guys. I worked on mine and my spiritual twins' throat chakra, because we are a spiritual team, regardless of what's happening in the ego human mind. But I worked on our heart chakras and our throat chakras. And then I went out there and belted that song out. This may be a time to clear your throat and let your voice sing out. I am flamboyant and dazzling. I want to be seen. I yearn to be heard. It's time to break down the walls and explore the vastness of your own brightness. Integrate everything you hear around you. You are dazzling. You are expressive. You are free-spirited. You are parent. Fuck yeah. I called that card for me, and that's a fact, man. It was time to be seen. It was time to be heard. It was time to sing. And it felt good. And so I came round and round, and I got back to the place where, you know what? I want to be seen. I want to be heard. I deserve attention, and I'm going to get it. Correct for neutrality on all levels. For those who chose the earth element, between worlds, moving from one situation into another. Not quite out of one, but definitely moving in to the next. Not quite sure where we're going, but eager to find out. Open. Allowing our spirit guides to help work with us, right? Earth element. Song right now, I'll do whatever it takes. Robin, right on. Robin is a new beginning. Robin is one of my favorites. I'll do whatever it takes. All right. Robin says, I am Robin, the song of renewal. I am recurrence and eternity. I am the promise that life will keep spinning. I am ancient, bringing forth a spring from deep chill of winter. You were expecting me, as I reassure you that the ice is thawing. Your own winter must now have its spring. It's time to align and know which season you're in. It's time to rejuvenate, time to awaken. The hibernation of your talents and dreams has no place in my medicine. I am cleansing like the rain. I am flowing forward like the river. I am your wake-up call at sunrise. Keep your world going no matter how thick the ice is formed. Something needs tending. You are the caretaker of your own soul. You are your own change. Renew yourself and rejoice. You are new beginnings. You are invigorating. You are upward growth. You are Robin. Bam! Freaking love that. Those just flow so well, right? So let's give everybody an I can do it message to close. And then I'm going to upload this and go to sleep and see what comes to me in my dreams. I heard a song today. I'm not sure if I heard it in my dream or if I heard it. I don't know. I think I might have heard it in my head. It's a pretty freaking cool song. It made me feel very liberated. It made me feel very much in control of wanting to go after my own life and do for myself. It was called, let's see if I can pull it up for you guys. It might give somebody a little bit of a shot in the arm, you know, and maybe I need to hear it again. She got her own thing. She got her own thing. You can bet what she's got, she paid for. Lyrics. I like this. It's me. I like this. See if I can find it. She got her own thing. She got her own thing. She got her own thing. Lyrics. Maybe just that. Maybe it's just less is best. She got her own thing. She don't need mine. Miss Independent. I like this. I think this is it. Oh, there's something about the way she moves. And I can't figure it out. There's something about her. There's something about the kind of woman that you want, but don't need you. And I can't figure it out. There's something about her, because she walks like a boss, talks like a boss, manicured nails to set the pedicure off. She fly effortlessly, and she move like a boss, do what a boss do. She got me thinking about getting involved. That's the kind of girl I need. She's got her own thing. That's why I love her, Miss Independent. Won't you come and spend a little time? She got her own thing. That's why I love her, Miss Independent. I love the way we shine, Miss Independent. There's something about the kind of woman that can do for herself. I look at her and it makes me proud. There's something about her, something so sexy about the kind of woman that don't even need my help. She said she got it, no doubt. There's something about her. 'Cause she work like a boss, she play like a boss. Car and crib, she about to pay them both off, and her bills are paid on time. She's made for a boss, only a boss. Anything less, she's telling them to get lost. That's the girl that's on my mind. She's got her own thing. That's why I love her, Miss Independent. Won't you come and spend a little time? She got her own thing. That's why I love her, Miss Independent. Ooh, the way she shine, Miss Independent. And my dad, I'll tell you in a sec, her favorite thing to say, don't worry, I got it. And everything she got, best believe she bought it. She's gonna steal my heart, ain't got no doubt about it. Girl, you're everything I need. Said you're everything I need. She got her own thing. That's why I love her. Miss Independent, won't you come spend a little time? She got her own thing. That's why I love her. Miss Independent. Miss Independent. My dad quoted a Bible scripture to me. Said something about how a woman doesn't accept less than a king. Bible scripture. Bible scripture. A woman doesn't accept less than a king. I know that that's not the right Bible scripture verse. I'm just wondering if maybe they can pull it up. It was awesome. I've heard it before. It was just talking about how it's basically about how you have this self-worth, a sense of self-worth, and you accept nothing less for yourself than a king. Oh, I wish I could ask my dad what it was. I'll ask my dad, and maybe I'll get it, and I'll be able to add it to this. But it was a beautiful, it was kind of like that. Not that I'm judging anyone, but I'm not going to take less than I'm worth. When I work hard, I expect somebody that works hard. I expect somebody. I expect to be respected for what I do, and as I respect you, right? I love it. Song right now. If you only knew what the future holds. After a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart explodes. It's time, you know. You ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like a firefly. Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show them what you're worth. Be a parrot. Make them go, whoa, whoa, whoa. Shoot across the sky. Baby, you're a firework. I spoke to my mom, and my mom answered. I said, come on, Mom, let's do this. You know what I want. I want a place of my own. I don't want some man to buy it for me. I can do it myself. For those who chose the dove, your message, life is very simple. What I give out comes back to me. Today I choose to give love. Deep at the center of my being is an infinite well of love. Beautiful. For those who chose the water, money is a state of mind that supports me. I allow prosperity to enter my life on a higher level than ever before. The law of attraction brings only good into my life. Fire stick. I am a radiant being enjoying life to the fullest. My life gets more fabulous every day. I look forward to what each new hour brings. Remember, we're not living in the future. We're not living in the past. We're living for now and looking forward to the future. For those who chose the earth element, I know that old negative patterns no longer limit me. I let them go with ease. Each day is a new opportunity. Yesterday is over and done. Today is the first day of my future. And with that, guys, we're at a wrap. Sweet dreams. Have a beautiful tomorrow. Love ya.